I hope your mind is empty, because the Empty Minds podcast starts now.
Hi, and welcome back to another episode of the Empty Minds podcast. We're here. The podcast has been released. We're happy boys. We got like a shit ton of episodes that you guys can watch now.
You should tell them where you can watch the podcast now.
You can watch it only in one spot, YouTube. You can listen to it on Spotify, Apple Music, other ones like Buzzsprout, like wherever you can find your podcast, we're pretty much there.
Yeah. You want, if you're listening to this on Spotify, there is a live version, not live. There is a video version of this where you can see us talk on, what channel is
You can
this?
see our mouths moving.
Oh, we have a new channel. Yeah. I was like, is that on John Hud's? No, it's on Empty Minds YouTube channel.
Damn, this guy's smart. He just calmly plugs his YouTube. Wait, is
it
that
on that John Hud's channel that I heard about? No, not that channel. It couldn't be.
That one that's popping off right now, John Hud's. Yeah, so the boys went camping.
We never had a chance to record that week. We went camping.
All the cameras were in the tents.
This last week has been fucked up because I haven't done a video. I'll be doing one today, but I literally took a week off entirely. Like this last week, just because of the camping, the concert, and I don't know what my excuse was last couple of days. It's just been kind of, oh shit, uh-oh.
We got a new.
We'll keep this going, I guess. But it all started with our camping trip last Friday. I think we left, right?
Last Friday, baby.
Oh,
don't say it like that. It makes it sound like we all just got sexy. Oh, you know, I was taking back shots every night.
I mean, sounded like it.
He's just reliving it over there. Yeah, so we got there Friday. I left. No, I took the day off. I thought I would left work, and then we went running around. We got to the campsite at like 6, and trust me, we know how to camp, right? We went to like a very populated area where there was like we had like a plug in our campsite, so we set up TV, PlayStation. We had fucking a projector at the end of the night. I brought an actual like foldable mattress. Fuck, the best sleep I've ever had out there. Horny sleep. That's a good
We
dream.
had the PS3 running, the Switch at one point.
Watched 2 movies. Wait, 3 movies?
We watched a couple movies there.
We had a bunch of random movies kind of playing, but like we mostly watched Death Island and Ready or Not.
And we were the campsite to be because we're not trailer campers. We never will be, but we do enjoy that plug because we do like playing games. We like more being outside than doing outside activities. The boys aren't going to get together and play like shirtless volleyball at the campsite, you know?
The boys are back in town. The boys.
Oh, we played the beanbag game.
The cornhole game.
Is it called cornhole?
Yeah, it's called cornhole. I don't know why.
Yeah, but
I don't like it either. But we gotta call it that.
That's why I call it the beanbag game. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called.
The boys
played some cornhole.
We chucked some beanbags in some holes. Nothing else happened.
And the only reason why I bring it up is because I had that fucking epic moment. Beforehand, I was just like, whatever. What? No,
okay. You just got to hear about how awesome I am.
I was before just throwing it when I wasn't drunk. It was like I would be missing or whatever. The second time we played, me and Brandon playing, I called 4 shots in a row, and I got him so fucked up.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive. I was over there being like, what the fuck? This guy couldn't throw bags like fucking 30 minutes ago, and now he's just hitting all of them. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm probably done playing for.
Because I was calling shots where I was like, okay, I'll chug the rest of this beer, and you can do like 2 shots if I don't get it in, or something like that. And then I would get it in. And I'm like,
well, 2 shots of beer. We're not over there having Brandon do fucking straight vodka shots.
Yeah. That's a fun game, though.
It's a lot of fun.
The fucking 5 at the bottom is impossible to hit.
It's because the hole isn't pronounced. It's like almost rides the ground, so things just slide.
We had to be on that one side too, when both of us switch sides or whatever. It's like we'd always get it in that way.
The breakfast there was good. Bacon and eggs on the fire.
Oh, yeah.
And then fucking made burgers and
tried to make pizza, but
yeah, once we should have had it on. We should have had it non-thawed out. We should have cooked it the first day. That crust was just sticking to everything.
It's a real sticky pizza.
You guys played darts a bit. I didn't play because I didn't want to go in the woods. go look for the darts.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's okay,
that
that's
was the consequence of losing. Keep going. What the fuck?
I didn't play it because I didn't want to go into the woods. It really makes it sound like, okay, Forrest, me and Christian are gonna go play darts in the woods now. We just come back, hair's all fucked up. Oh man, that was so fun.
But man, like the besides that, we what else did we do that night? Like we played a lot of games, I know that.
Watched horror movies at the end of the night.
Watching
Yeah.
spooky
Yeah,
movies.
like that's what the camping trip really showed me, that I really am a day drinker. I can't drink until 2, 3 in the morning. There's no fucking way I'm staying up till 7 in the morning drinking again. There's just no way. I can't do it.
You said that last night. We stayed up till 2, 3 in the morning.
Oh.
Drinking. Exactly. 2, 3 in the morning. We stayed up drinking.
That was different. We're playing Black Ops. Plus, I was kind of laying in bed the whole time.
I think Brandon, you watched Blair Witch, right?
Yeah, and Friday 13, Part 5 and Part 7.
Yeah, he had his own little mini projector in his tent.
Yeah, I
He
kept
really
hearing
got it
shit
all
from his tent at night.
spooky.
I could
Yeah.
have swore you kept turning your volume up on your phone because you wanted me to I was watching.
Yeah, you didn't want to hear the
Oh,
Blair
you think
Witch.
I was scared?
Yeah, the Blair Witch.
No, I didn't even know you're watching that until you told me afterwards.
One of the biggest phenomenons on the camping trip that I experienced was just our weird wake up time. I know I was up, and then it was like 5 minutes later than Christian got up, and then 5 minutes later I heard Forrest moving in his tent, and it's like, how the fuck? Like, no,
It's
everybody's just
just-
laying there, and then it felt like a weird like Saturday morning cartoon where all the boys just step out of the tent at the same time.
Some kind of like evolutionary thing. The birds.
All I
Yeah.
know is we're fucking.
We're fucking.
That's all I know.
What are you exposing about the boys camping trip? All I know is that we're fucking out there.
Just the shit that kept fucking happening at night.
Oh, yeah.
No, the second we would go in our tent, within or we would go in our own separate tents.
We would go in our tent. We all slept in the same tent.
What was that? What did you say again? You were saying,
Did I say something?
You said something, Alexei. You're like, oh, you should see my mattress. Or you said something like that.
Oh no.
Was that before the trip?
Yeah, it was before the trip.
Yeah, I think I was offering you another mattress, but I was like, out of nowhere, I was like, oh yeah, how big's your tent? Because I've got an extra mattress. You know, if you have room for one more in your tent.
You wanted to bunk with me so bad.
I should have just like unzipped the tent and like, oh, I've had a bad dream. In the middle of the night, like 4
If
a.m.
you would have, I would have pissed myself laughing.
I'm scared.
But within 5 minutes of all of us, like, not sleeping, but going on our tents, all you hear is fucking moaning out loud.
From whose tent?
Everyone blasting porn out their fucking speakers on their phone.
Yeah, I was laughing.
And you
and
just hear everyone laugh for like an hour or two.
then, and then I heard real loud and I was like, continue.
That's what I heard. I kept hearing clapping.
I
Or
was
like,
trying to make us laugh. Like, who knows?
We were all close enough to where we're all idiots and we're all start sending porn videos. And then we started playing them out loud and they're just we're just in our tents and there'd be like a 5-minute silence and then it would start up again.
I heard Forrest saying, like, I will not click on this.
He's just saying that in his tent. I will not click on this. I will not click on this. I will not. He's just sweating.
I must be strong.
I must be
not
strong.
give in.
He said he's just under his breath. I can't.
no, the one you sent me there with Christian and Brandon with their names. You sent me one. It was like some site or whatever. And it was like Christian and Brandon something. And I was like, that was one where I was like, I'm not. No, the second night was funny because we were like texting and then like we were pretending to be awake the whole time.
Oh,
We
yeah.
like fall asleep every 30 minutes. And, like, send
Oh, yeah.
text.
Because Forrest and I have always had some subtle rivalry about going to sleep early. It's like if he goes to sleep early and I'll be up at like 1, I'll be like, hey bud, what's up? And then he'll be sleeping and I'm like, oh, look at this bitch baby.
Yeah.
So then he's done the same to me. So then when we were camping, It was like, I don't know what was happening, but it was like I would fall asleep for like 30 minutes, wake up, fall asleep for like 30 minutes, wake up. And every time I would have a new text. And then we just keep messaging like we're still awake. And then after a while, I can't remember who said it, but I was like, oh, I can't believe I'm still awake. And then it's like, oh, you know, I've been falling asleep every 30 minutes. And I was like, holy fuck, I'm doing the same thing over here.
Yeah, we watched Resident Evil Death Island, which, boy, should we say that? We connected to the internet and streamed it.
We tethered it off my phone, of course.
And we bought it on YouTube.
We did something, and we got Death Island, we watched it, and there was some good parts.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Alice wasn't in though.
Stop bringing up Alice.
A whole night watching the movie was all about Alice.
Yeah, where's Alice?
The movie wasn't that memorable. Like, I remember things were like really action sequence. Like, this was like, holy shit, diving through the air in slow motion. And then Brandon would be like, oh, this is what Alice does. And I'd be like, stop fucking bringing up Alice.
Yeah, it's like they were on Alcatraz, and at one point Leon's like, what are you doing here, Jill? And it's like, yeah. How did all of them decide to go there?
Oh, Resident Evil, especially like this series, when they start bringing in these characters and the action, is just really like big on like convenience and fucking what's the word I'm searching for? It starts with a C, not convenience. It's like happenstance. You know what I mean? Like, it's coincidence. Coincidence. That's all. Like, fuck. It took
I love that I said it
fucking
right after you. Coincidence.
I like that they were on Alcatraz. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's a familiar place to me.
No,
Having spent
I've been
time
locked
there.
up there.
Yeah.
No, because I've been there. Like 9 years ago, I went on a trip, and
Oh, talk for yourself.
it's
there
it's
for 9
fucking
years.
it's amazing, and I'm recording right now because for the vlog, some people want to see some behind the scenes of whatever. So
But this is on the scenes.
this is
This is on the
me sitting here.
podcast. This is
Oh, that's right,
behind
yeah.
the scenes.
This is our setup here. So
Oh yeah, you can see
Oh,
it. My
behind the-
weird.
Did you see up my shirt? My skirt? Sorry.
So what about Ready or Not was a movie we watched, which I was like, man, within like, I wasn't sure, like watching, I was like, okay, yeah, I'll watch a movie, whatever, horror movie. And then within 10 minutes, I was so fucking hooked. Like,
It's a
Yeah,
good fucking
it's a
movie,
good
right?
movie.
it was
Yeah, like-
actually pretty good.
if anyone's watched it or haven't watched it, I guess the premise, or if we're probably fucking spoiled, I don't know, but the premise of the movie is basically this woman is getting married into this family, and she I didn't realize that like there was a chance that she didn't pull the card
Yeah.
and would have not. Basically, if you pull the card and you get hide and seek, the family has to try and find you by dawn or whatever, and if they find you, they're gonna kill you. Otherwise, they die, kind of thing. So you have to survive until dawn. But just fucking crazy premise, and just the main actress, fucking amazing.
L. Ron's daughter.
Yeah, nice tits.
Yeah. We're sending
right
we're
after
sending
the
those
movie
around.
ends.
After the movie, you guys are watching or looking up stuff.
Frantically searching. Here we go.
Tits.
Yeah, you're mad because you didn't get the photo.
After we watched our movie, after we did our camping, after we came home, settled down for a bit, then Monday kicked up again, and the boys went to a concert, and we had fucking amazing seats.
Yeah, I'm still wearing my shirt. I'm wearing it for today, but
I haven't taken it off in a week.
it's a fucking man. Like,
That was a great concert. We had awesome seats. I tried the sweater on I got. It's really awesome. I'm gonna wear that shit all winter.
the sweater.
Yeah, but a sweater with the same design.
Yeah,
Avenged Sevenfold on the arm.
Yeah, his sweater was pretty dope. I usually don't buy merch.
Yeah, it's expensive as fuck.
Well, it's not even that it's expensive. Fuck, I'm just a very odd person, to where it's like I don't like obvious things. Like, you know,
Okay.
like there's nothing obvious about these clothes I'm wearing. And if I was to wear like a t-shirt, I wouldn't want something across my chest to be like Dragon Ball Z rules.
Like no,
You know,
nothing
like it's-
generic. I
yeah.
guess.
Like it's too on. But if there was like just some weird little reference to Dragon Ball, you know what I mean? Like
like a
it was
Yeah.
like.
yeah.
There's those
Like I have a shirt that's from the Goofy movie. You guys remember the Goofy movie? There was the singer Powerline, and it's not his face or anything, but it just looks like a concert T-shirt because he had a concert, so they made it look like a concert T-shirt. And I was like, okay, I can wear these t-shirts. I just don't like the.
Or like
Yeah.
train to be Super Saiyan, like that type of shirt.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, like I can't wear certain band T-shirts like this. It's different because of that. But like if it said Avenged Sevenfold and it was this whole thing, like an album cover, I can't wear that anymore. Like
Yeah, like
I don't know. At some point, I just outgrew that.
like the tour list in their back.
You outgrew
You know
your
what I mean?
shirts.
Outgrew it.
I outgrew it literally. So, but I actually
I'm extra large now.
I've been losing weight, so I will ingrow it.
You're ingrown.
Yeah,
You're
right,
ingrown
I'll
hair.
went into my shirt, and yeah, awesome concert, good seats, a lot of beer. I ate too much pizza for some reason at a concert.
Yeah, there was some. It was pizza too. Like it wasn't even the best pizza.
the first time we heard was like the Black Ops song, right? When we first walked into the
Oh,
arena.
that was Kim Dracula played.
when we first walked in, like he was playing that theme, right?
Yeah, that was singer by the name of Kim Dracula, and they had
Yeah,
a
he was the
song.
best one besides Avenged Sevenfold, I think.
And then he did a rendition of the song "Paparazzi" by Lady Gaga, and that one started off with the Black Ops theme song.
Yeah, because I heard
That's
that and
cool.
I'm like, am I going fucking crazy? And you kept saying it's paparazzi by whoever, and I'm like, okay, wait, did she copy it then? But no, I guess he just did like a kind of a
Cover.
put them
Is he a
both
new
together,
singer?
Yeah,
The first one?
yeah, I think so. Kim Dracula's like kind of I don't know anything about the artist, but
Some good songs from what I heard.
yeah, cool riffs
Good,
and
good performance. There were
The whole concert never felt like one thing. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like Kim Dracula was much different from Alexis on Fire, which is much different from Avenged Sevenfold.
yeah.
So it did. It was like it had the concert had a flow that wasn't the exact same. That was like when AC/DC had Airborne open for them. I'm like, well, you just show up for all of AC/DC because they're the exact same fucking band.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Avenged Sevenfold had two like panels on the side of the stage, those big drapes,
Yeah.
and it was for the special effects because of the performance, the work. But man, though that must be shitty seats to get on the side because that blocked your view completely. And
Yeah,
you
I
could see that
noticed
some of the guitarists were like looking through the shade a little bit, kind of like waving at them because you gotta like they know that's it's a little.
well, it's kind of dumb because
screwy.
like I don't know why they would put that up there.
It looked pretty good for when they were doing that song with the Murder Your Girlfriend and what was
Yeah.
that song called?
Little Pieces of Heaven.
Little Piece
I almost
Heaven.
said
There's
pizza.
also just hungry. Yeah. And the Bat Country, good shit. but
Great
at a
songs.
cost.
A lot of good songs. And
I think the best moment of the night, or no, I don't know that best moment of the night, but
When you met
just the
Kevin.
Uber rides.
we were dying laughing in those
Right.
Uber rides. Holy shit. Okay, so on the way there, we jump in our Uber and the guy is pretty quiet. And then these guys are pretty quiet because, I don't know, Uber rides, taxi rides, they're all a little awkward. But then
Yeah.
I start making jokes in the back seat. And then I hear them all like laughing, and the laughter, they're trying to hold it back, but it's getting a little bit louder. And then we're just pretty much ignoring the driver because I don't care to try to get to know somebody I'm going to be in a car for 5 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, so then we're all having our discussions, talking, and then he's like, you know what? You guys remind me of my friends from back home. And that made me laugh so
I know.
fucking hard. I was like, we're just ignoring this guy. I was like, this guy's the worst friends in the world. I thought he was going to murder us when we got there. I thought it was going to be like, you guys remind me of my friends from back home.
But
I
no,
hate my friends from back home.
no, but you said to him, we're like, yeah, well, like we'll be your friends and whatever. And he's like, thank you. That I was fucking dying from. I was like,
And I said the body of Darth Vader.
That was on the ride. Yeah, that was on the ride there, and then I laughed about it more on the ride back.
But I was laughing my ass off.
Oh, that's what
leaving
we
the
were
car.
laughing at before. Probably he was like, "You guys are my friends."
I was laughing hard there, but when we also got here, I walked into your guys' place just dying laughing because Brandon was like,
Like,
I brought up Comic-Con. Oh, do you
yeah.
want to go?
Oh, you can go ahead.
I brought up Comic-Con, and then I was like, yeah, Sean Astin's going to be there, right? The guy who played Samwise in the fucking Lord of the
Right.
Rings movie. And then Brandon was like, hey, Forrest, remember we went to Comic-Con and we saw the body of Darth Vader? It's like-
I couldn't say it. The man behind the mask.
And then he's
Yeah.
like, remember we met that old man's body?
Just the idea that the body of Darth Vader.
I
is
didn't know
gonna
what I
be
was
there.
saying, but I holy shit. When you guys laughing, I started laughing like uncontrollably.
It's my fucking body.
And like that was like the last 5 minutes of that Uber ride. Holy shit.
The last 5 minutes were like, well, I was say gentle, just consistent laughing.
Yeah.
Just like you can't stop.
Well, like, what about before we went in a taxi? That guy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
You were just-
well,
guy-
because he asked you for your
Oh, where I was being good Samaritan,
Yeah.
and the guy needed my hotspot to make a call.
You know, yeah,
what'd you say to
that
him?
was edgy,
Just kidding.
It was
Oh, yeah.
edgy, sketchy. You mean?
sketchy, and edgy.
I don't know.
Well,
It didn't
yeah.
seem like the bad.
It's funny though, because you were talking about your
Yeah.
Riz or something for
Well, we got into-
like 2 minutes, and then some random person walks by. You're all sad.
yeah.
That's like, what the fuck? There's a cartoon.
That's what it was. We were standing there by the wall, and you're just like, oh, I got like the Riz and this and that. You guys see my Riz, whatever. And then some woman walks by. You're all fucking sexy or whatever, and we were just like, what the fuck?
Then I was like, the
Like,
Riz,
wow.
man.
Yeah.
Then some guy comes up to you, is like, "Can I use your hotspot?"
Yeah, he's like, hi, hotspot, and I'm like, hey.
Yeah,
It was an eventful concert. We saw people we haven't seen in a very long time.
Yeah, like 14 years.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
fucking-
really cool.
Kevin, the
But,
washroom.
yeah.
Oh yeah. I ran to somebody I knew
in the washroom.
In the
Oh,
washroom.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is that
Yeah.
sweet guy you mentioned?
What that's
That was so stupid. I don't even know where I was going with that. I was just
Forrest.
like, I meant to say like, oh, he's just so like he's nice. He's a good guy.
he's
And I was like,
yeah,
he's
a big guy.
He's sweet.
he's sweet.
And I was like, fuck.
He's a teddy bear.
You don't want to. You won't be
Forrest
saying
was like,
that.
oh, I met Tyler from Fabutown in the bathroom.
So sweet.
Tyler was there.
Oh, he was just so cute
Probably
and
scheduled to meet each other in the bathroom.
sweet. Intermission.
Yeah,
We did
last-
so much. What- what-
Oh, you're all getting sick now. Yeah, I'm sick. That's why I
I
sound
like,
weird.
yeah, like
Stuffed.
I'm not sick.
I'm stuffed.
You're stuffed.
I'm sick individual.
Stuffed up.
You say
I'm
No, I'm-
stuffed.
I said, yeah, and you're all gonna be stuffed soon,
No, I don't like that.
No.
just like me.
Christian Forrest, get the door.
Yeah. Plan B.
No, it just sounds like we're pregnant. Get the plan B.
Yeah. What was Plan A?
Oh, man.
Yeah, I think that over that same week, Twitter became X. That's also a thing that happened.
Elon Musk did it.
I'm gonna
It's taken
eventually adapt.
You
It'll take
mentioned
me
in
some
episode 2 or one of those episodes, anyways,
Oh,
where
yeah,
it's like very early on. You're like, because you're like, oh, am I crazy or did he switch the bird to the Dogecoin or something,
Yeah.
the dog thing? And you're like, well, I don't know. He's probably gonna fucking do something else soon.
Yeah, I was like, that couldn't have been real, right? And they didn't change the avatar.
And then
No, he
like
did.
literally a couple
This move I can understand a little bit just because his brand, I guess, is X. There's, as far as I know, it's only SpaceX, but maybe like his Bohr company where he's like digging a hole and all that shit. It's
yeah.
also that. So it's like, okay.
You know,
But it's also
Yeah.
throwing away a lot of brand
Yeah.
recognition.
It
But I
would
guess we'll
suck-
see how
it would
that.
suck if he left and then they changed it to something else, like not back to the bird.
Yeah, if you ever sold to X or whatever, like
Honestly, I just kind of prefer X overall. Like I know
I
Twitter
don't. No
and
way.
saying tweeting and stuff is like such a thing, and I still say that. I reference that, but like I like the overall look. I don't know.
The only thing I probably said but it's on all social medias is likes. I never said, oh, you see this tweet? I always say, hey, did you see this thing on Twitter?
Yeah.
okay.
Like, and then I can just say, hey, see this thing on X? I'm not as big in an uproar as everybody else. Like, it's not life destroying, you know? It's like if they change the name to YTV to fucking like kids television, I wouldn't give a fuck.
Well, they're changing a lot. Like he's doing quite a bit on there now. Where because apparently you can make money on Twitter now, and if you're a content creator on Twitter, you can if the creator allows it, you can. And actually, it's supposed to be an update coming soon. You can just like hold the video or whatever, and then you can just download the video, which is like fucking crazy. Like that's insane.
Oh,
So there's a lot of cool features that they're going to be adding on there that I'm like, I think everyone else is going to have to adopt that eventually. Just
Okay.
that, because you can do it. You do that for images. Like you hold the image down, save it or whatever.
Love
You
Twitter.
just like that for the OnlyFans models on there.
That's
You
right.
want to save those videos, baby.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are gone from Twitter now.
Yeah, a lot of people did leave.
A lot of people, even before the X came.
Yeah, there's competition now with Threads.
Well, even before.
I mean, Threads sounds
came.
more satisfying to say than X. Like, did you post on X yet?
Yeah,
I don't know, it just sounds
comparatively,
weird,
yeah.
But whatever. Maybe it's just new.
Yeah,
Um,
Twitter is weird too when you think about it.
Yeah.
But like, there's
Post
like
on X videos.
Threads is just Threads to me is just really there's nothing there. You go on it, it's like you can follow people. They don't really show you anything. It's more like recommendations, and it's like I don't know.
Very bare bones.
When you really think about these names, sometimes
Yeah.
they all fucking suck.
They're all
Yeah.
YouTube?
stupid.
What the fuck is that?
It
If
used
you
to be
actually
like
break it down, what the fuck?
It's your
YouTube
experience.
because it
on
used to be YouTube broadcast yourself. They really emphasized you are the content, but now it's like they took the bottom subtitle away.
just
So now we're just
YouTube.
stuck with YouTube, and it's just I don't know.
Like, is
It's
that
all about
supposed to be like
companies.
the tube, like how they used to say TV? Oh, we're gonna
Like
watch
it's
the
actually
tube.
pretty insane. I remember when they all like came around. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter was a little bit later on, but like it's weird when those the main sites or whatever came around like almost 20 years ago now. They've just been the main sites. Like there's literally been no competition.
Yeah, it's true.
Just like your OnlyFans.
That's right.
Yeah, I
What's
was
gonna
gonna say
overthrow
that-
OnlyFans?
Remember when they introduced YouTube Premium, but back when it was introduced, it was called YouTube Red. People were making jokes
Oh,
about
right.
RedTube
Yeah.
and shit like that, and it was so bad that they just renamed it.
People died once ads came around.
Yeah,
Oh, so you didn't like you don't like ads?
No.
Because one forced to get paid. How dare you? Ad merch.
we should have our own. We should interject our own ads, or we just talk about our Twitch channels. We'll have an advertisement for this podcast during the podcast.
Do you want to do that one time? We'll talk about it now, and then one episode in the future we'll do it. We'll make a
Yeah.
fucking
This
commercial.
episode is brought to you by Empty Minds Podcast. Yeah,
Sprinkle
that'd be
peanuts.
hilarious.
And we'll do
Spread
it like
your penis.
No, I said sprinkle peanuts.
Oh.
And chicken.
sprinkle a little penis on your life.
Today,
Yeah, and we'll do an episode where like it gets progressively more. We'll be like,
Yeah.
and after this commercial break, 20 minutes in, and then the next one will be 10 minutes in, and then it'll be like 5 minutes, and then we'll just do one. Then now another ad. Just
and
play
during
it.
the podcast, we'll do pauses for the ad. So,
I wonder if
okay.
any of us will get tramp stamps one day.
What?
Why would we get that?
I don't know.
You're just thinking about getting one.
I wonder
This is
which
his
one of
pitch.
us is going to be first. What?
Nobody would judge anybody who got one.
Yeah.
Right? You're gonna
Just
get
throwing
that
it out there.
symbol above your ass, the Avenged Sevenfold
You know,
symbol. That'd be a good tramp stamp tattoo, actually.
What? That simple?
That symbol on your chest.
Oh, like I said, that's simple.
Oh, you're above your ass. It's that simple. The choice is that simple. Yes.
Yeah.
That's like in Resident Evil. Forrest asked me one time, he's like, what would your tramp stamp be? This guy's always bringing up tramp stamps. I think he really wants one. And he's like, what would be your tramp stamp? And I said above my ass. And I was like, you know, I don't know. Maybe like Resident Evil. And then I was like, yeah, the first line in the game, just above my ass, enter the survival.
Oh,
mode.
right. That's what the joke was.
Yeah.
Enter the survival mode.
Enter the survival lore. Which Christian and I, over on twitch.tv/John Odds and twitch.sleeves. Yeah, I got my own website, Twitch Sleeves. Twitch.tv/Big Budge. We've been playing the Resident Evil games. We got content coming out on John Odds. And holy shit. Resident Evil 1, amazing game. Amazing game.
Yep.
The best one.
Some of the dialogue is cheesy, but it's grounded. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
not crazy out there. 2's great. 3's all right. 4 is amazing. 5 to me is still great.
Yeah. Co-op. Solo, I don't know how that experience would
Even
be.
though 5 leaned more onto the action side, it still had that horror feel. 6 has like a dark tone in some, but it feels like a different game.
5, I would say I don't like the QTEs. Like there's one part that was just like, fuck this. It's near the end of the game where she was on the cliff and she like, you know, she falls before Wesker bites you or something.
In 5?
It's like a solid 30 to 40 seconds of just spamming the fucking A button. It's just like, this is not gameplay. This is stupid.
And you
I
had
reject.
to do it so many times.
I know. We had to keep repeating that. RE6, there's a lot of funny clips I've got to make. One of them, I straight up predict the fucking dialogue. I'm like, this is mono y mono. And then like 30, well, not even 30, it was like 10 seconds
Head-to-head.
later, Jake is like, all let's do is mono y mono. What the fuck? I wrote this stupid game.
Yeah, there's so much stuff in 6 that's, like I said, convenience. They're in a plane next to you, oh my god, we're crash landing. They crash land, and then all of a sudden they're right where they need to be.
Right where
Everybody else is.
Drake, what's his name? Not
Derek.
Drake. Derek.
Simmons.
Drake.
Isn't Ada's story just like
Oh,
about
that's
all
so
the
bad.
conveniences or whatever?
No, Ada's story is just conveniences. Nothing tells you pretty much how she gets to where she gets. It's just all of a sudden she's there. And then it's just, she is the plot convenience.
I love it that the very beginning of Ada's campaign, she just gets out of her submarine. She's completely naked.
For no reason.
She's just like, ah. And it's like, there's no explanation for that. There's no reason for that. It's just, what the fuck?
It's like, and she comes out really wet too. And it's like, shouldn't this
Yeah,
thing
was she
prevent
just-
you from getting wet?
She
Like,
birthed in the tube.
we're all birthed in the tubes.
It's-
The phallopes.
I just, yeah, I just had to ask.
Phallopes.
Who whistled?
Brandon?
Okay, I thought he
I heard
whistled and
Forrest.
then you
Forrest.
looked over there and I was like, fuck.
Isn't Warzone getting an update? Or
Warzone. Oh, season 5 just came
isn't
out.
season 5 just come out?
I don't know about the boys update. I don't know if that's gone now, but season 5's out. We gotta replay Warzone though for the haunting event that's
Oh
coming in
yeah, for
October.
sure. I do want to jump in for seasonal
Those
stuff.
are always so fun.
I also want to buy the
um,
cat.
Because like that one year they had zombies, which is fucking crazy. Then one year I think
101.
it was
Yeah, Scream.
Scream. Yeah,
Like,
that was like my favorite.
Oh
fucking
yeah,
one.
the whole like,
'Cause we
what's your
bought-
favorite
bought,
scary movie?
Yeah, the ghost face.
Yeah, I remember that when
thing.
Trick or Treating came back. Played that.
So many fun Easter eggs in that. Did a good job.
Hey, Christian. So I want you guys to check out for something in the next podcast. And I want, if anybody notices it and anybody hears this, I want to see a comment. Oh, fuck. This is going to be, I forget this one's after. I was like, oh, the fourth one's not out yet.
Go back.
But
to
go
episode
back
4 or
to the
5.
fourth
5.
one.
Wait, is it 4? I thought it was 5.
Oh, 5.
Yeah.
Go back to the 5th one and look for a spot where I put on my hat. And Forrest ended up making a noise on his microphone and it timed perfectly with my head. And I put on my hat and it's like, boom. And I need you guys to
Yeah.
look for that and comment on it.
There's
'cause
a,
it was
became
like-
a cartoon character in the last podcast.
and I think Christian might turn that into a clip.
Yeah, I've got to.
There's no mention or like reference to it because no one knows what's happening. It's just like this random cut to you. I think one of us are talking,
And when
and
I
you're
look
just
at
like,
The weirdest thing was that Christian does edit these podcasts,
Right.
but he does chuck it through a system at first to get a rough draft and whatever, and it's done by AI. Now, the oddest thing was I wasn't talking at that time.
no, it's
The camera went on me.
But it did
Somebody
cut to
else
you,
was
yeah.
talking, and Forrest made a noise, and we were able to see it. That's the really weird thing.
like I had to go to Forrest's cam to see what he was doing for that noise to happen. Like
What
he
was I
wasn't.
doing?
You weren't doing anything. You like the mic was down a little bit. You're kind of like doing this.
maybe it was like
What?
my.
But went ding, the moment you put your hat on. I don't know. It's hilarious. You got to check that shit out. It's on. Just look on the Empty Minds YouTube
Yeah,
channel.
that's
was
the
that your
fifth
phone
one.
you put down?
Not Spotify.
No, I don't know. Like I don't know if it was like my mic just kind of going like, or I don't know. I've not. No, that wouldn't make the noise. I don't know what the
It's
fuck that is.
hilarious. What's funny is like when we went to go review the podcast, that was the first point I randomly clicked on. Just when you became a cartoon character. We lost our shit laughing at that.
Yeah, I'm living in the other world, the 3D world.
This summer though has been fucking amazing. It's been probably the best summer I've had in many years. Holy shit! Last however many summers just being with my ex and all that. It's like, man, like this summer, it's like every weekend I think we've had something going on. What's going on for us this summer now? We have a little festival at the end of the month.
What's that?
Yeah.
Hopefully going
We're
to
going to
Comic Con, see Darth Vader's
We're-
box.
It's a festival.
Maybe I
No, no.
shouldn't announce the name of the
What's the festival? We don't say the name.
Oh yeah, we're going to a couple
There's a
places.
festival out of town that we're
Yeah.
going to, and it's for harvest or whatever. Holy, it just sounds like we're pagan ritualists, where we sacrifice the virgins for harvest.
Yeah, it's
Is it
for
about-
harvest. or
No, is
something.
it about food or something?
Yes, it is about food, and then there's a couple bands, good bands playing, so we're gonna go watch them.
End of August, right?
Huh?
End of August.
Yeah. I thought he said end the podcast. I was like, are we hired to go do it live?
Okay.
Couple bands and the podcast. They hired us. We're going.
Oh, and the podcast.
And Comic-Con, right?
Isn't Comic-Con in October?
That's like later in the year, yeah.
Oh, that's like
We'll eventually go.
time flies though. You know.
They're still they're close.
That's true.
It's still like 2-3 months away.
You never know.
Time flies.
You never know.
Never know.
You never know.
Like 3 days.
It's super close. That's like 3 years away.
Next summer, we'll go to a cabin.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah,
might rent a
that could
cabin
be
next
fun.
summer because then we can rent a cabin on the beach.
Yep, that's what we
Yeah,
did 4 years
that'd be
ago.
fucking amazing. Remember that one time we were out back home or whatever, and we're out on the beach there, and we're just sitting there. We're having a fire, just us three sitting there, and a fucking skunk runs right by us.
Oh,
We
I
all
do
got
remember
on.
that.
What the
Me,
fuck?
I got the slowest force like
Okay, calm down.
before
I, think I,
like
sat, I don't think I fucking moved out of my chair. We fucking
I got
talked
slowly.
about-
It's okay with the skunk out
I
there.
think you were in
got
the
it.
house within 2 seconds.
Where were you guys?
The beach.
Which
Back home.
beach?
back,
Oh, okay, back home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Well, with that beach, there's different parts of the beach.
It might have been sand.
There's
that-
a part that's rocky. There's a part that's just fucking muck.
I think
Yeah,
it was
that's
sand
what it
pea.
was.
Yeah,
Did we, this is a completely
that's
different
usually
topic.
the gross mud.
Did we talk about the Secret Invasion finale, or was that last pod?
I don't know. You just told me about it.
Because yeah, we can shun Secret Invasion for a little bit.
We talked about that on during the camping trip.
Yeah, that's when we talked about it. Yeah, you told me.
Well, Most
well,
people
you
don't
know
like
more
the
about
show,
it.
and it's rated the lowest Rotten Tomatoes score any MCU show has ever gotten. It's like 13%, specifically for the finale, and it's insane. I only ever watched the first episode. It just didn't grip me. I don't think you guys are bothered. I don't think nobody else watched it. I know the MCU has fallen off for a lot of people, but it's hilarious watching.
Loki
certain
looks
things.
good though.
Yeah,
I might watch that.
Loki. Yeah. I've got some hope for that. I will watch that. Yeah. So the dumbest part that people are bringing up is that they give one character like all the powers. Like I think it's like 20 superheroes that they get. She gets
right, you
all
told
the
me about that.
powers. So there's a scene in the end where it's like really bad CGI, and she's like getting at one point she gets Drax's arm. So it's like Emilia Clarke with a beefy ass fucking Drax arm. She like punches where the fuck the villain is, Gravik. Yeah,
And like,
it
how did they
looks
get
ridiculous.
Drax blood or something? Too?
Yeah, and like there's a point where she uses Mantis's powers and puts the guy to sleep by saying sleep. But it's like, well, how does she know to say sleep? You know, it's a little.
Yeah, and like
she
how-
also grows
how-
antenna. It's just, oh my god! Again, it's so fucking ridiculous. It's so
And
stupid.
is she's gonna be a villain or?
You know what? It's funny that no, she's gonna be a hero, I guess. But also, there's leaks that the next TV show, Agatha: The Covenant of Chaos, is gonna introduce a character that's gonna be the next strongest character in the MCU. So it's like, oh my
Who's
god,
gonna be stronger than Emilia
she's
Clarke?
gonna be called the first Green Witch.
Oh, did you guys
Just-
hear about the Fantastic Four?
No.
Oh
North.
yeah,
Fantastic North.
The Chinese version of.
He just loves where we live so much.
Yeah.
it's a roller coaster. If you're following the Fantastic Four casting news, it's like at one point it was like, what is his name? Dennis Quaid, the guy from The Boys.
No, that's his dad. It's Jack Quaid.
Jack Quaid.
Oh, Jack Quaid.
Yeah.
Jack Quaid is like, oh,
It's
Jack
Randy
Quaid's the
Quaid.
new Reed Richards. And then like an hour later, no, it's not him. It's another guy named Quaid. Or it's with those initials, J and Q.
Yeah, that's
It's, who
the
the
guy
fuck?
from Stranger Things.
Oh yeah, and people were like, no,
Joseph Quinn.
He's not attractive enough to be Reed Richards.
I don't even who does he put in Stranger Things? Joseph
Eddie
Quinn.
Munson.
Oh, not Reed. That's for Fire Dude.
The Johnny Storm.
Yeah.
Human Torch.
See, they're
Okay.
just jumping on that because of how popular that character was in Stranger Things.
Hey, I thought Scream lucked out because like Scream had Jenna Ortega come in like the fifth movie or whatever. Then right after that movie, she blew up with like Wednesday, and like she was everywhere on the
Yeah.
internet. Everybody loved her. I was like, fucking Scream really lucked out on this
Yeah.
one.
Well, she's supposed to be in Beetlejuice 2, I think.
Yeah, she's gonna be
I've been saying
Winona
that.
Ryder's daughter.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's awesome casting.
New villain might be Galacticus, not Silver Surfer. That'll be the first villain.
Oh yeah.
That'll be the first villain.
I don't think
Yeah.
Silver Surfer was ever a villain. I think that was just for.
Oh yeah, well he was a villain with his washboard abs. Whatever the
Silver
fuck.
Surfer might be like the
I said that wrong actually. I
like-
meant
Yeah.
his TV abs. His washboard abs. What the fuck am I saying?
Wait, what
With his
is that?
fantastic abs.
Also, like,
he's it's real villainous.
Yeah, like-
No, his
Wait, what
there's-
were you mean
in
TV
Fantastic-
abs?
in Fantastic
Yeah.
Four 2.
oh, yeah.
There's a point where he's like, "All right, you want my backstory here." Wait,
Yeah.
I don't think he has a shirt on. But it goes like this, and,
Pulls his
and
watch.
his abs like showcase.
You're
like
watching
a
the wrong
TV.
thing, Christian.
I'm just watching porn.
Really
I'm
horny over there. Oh, Silver Surfer and his washboard.
Like what? He's a big villain over that guy.
Christian gets all scared. You realize you watched the wrong thing.
Like, oh no.
Christian, all those washboard abs.
What's his name? Something Antonio. He's
Antonio Banderas.
he's gonna be
That's Puss in
Galactus.
Boots. That's Zorro.
Yeah.
Wait, he's gonna be Galactus?
Yeah, he's gonna be the voice of Galactus.
Oh,
Oh,
I
he might
love
actually be the
that.
appearance too.
Fuck, that's amazing.
But
Yeah.
Silver Surfer might be
Shit.
like post credits.
He's gonna
Wait, is
bring a
Galactus
break.
the villain? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
the main villain of the first movie.
Ooh,
So we,
that's
I heard
cool.
some people aren't happy about that.
yeah,
I've
I
wanted to
guess.
see him for years.
I mean, Doctor
so
Doom would be
that's-
the best. but
That's
it's
why
like,
they're bringing him back.
I'm pretty. Well, I think they're saving Doctor Doom for Secret Invasion.
yeah.
Is Silver Surfer Doctor Doom?
I just want seriously.
No, Silver Surfer isn't necessarily a Fantastic Four
he
person.
should appear
He's himself.
because he's the Herald of Galactus, right? So
Is he
you'd
Dr.
think he would
Doom?
appear first, and then
Christian.
Galactus.
Is he Doctor Doom? Silver Surfer?
no,
No,
he's just
no, he's-
himself. He's a
he's like some
cosmic
other
He
being.
looks
guy.
like him a lot.
He's a random alien that Galactus enslaved to like
Silver
warn
Surfer
planets
is
that
like
Galactus is about to kick their ass.
Silver Surfer's
Finish
like
the story.
he's like Galacticus. He's like a main villain.
This guy has said so many different names for Galactic.
Galacticus.
He's a
It's Galactus.
But Silver Surfer is like a main villain like that.
Yeah, he's not. He's more of a. He's like Galactus is a cool. He has a cool backstory where he's like he was born at the beginning of the universe, and he was a regular dude, but then he just became fucked up over time and now just eats planets.
I thought that's. Holy
And I'm
fuck.
butchering the lore. I know it's a little wrong.
I thought that's where they were going at first with the MCU was like going to Galactus after Thanos. But man, like they haven't really established anything in the MCU in terms of like the next big villain
Who's
and
villain in
like
Avengers?
What do you mean?
well, if it's Galactus, then they're
No, it's
finally.
Kang.
See, I think that's so stupid.
Yeah, it's stupid.
I don't even know who. The thing is, I don't know who Kang is. In the
So who's the
comic. I have
villain
no idea,
in Secret Wars?
That's
gonna
gonna
be
be Kang. And then the theory is that Kang's gonna become the Beyonder. In the comic books, the Beyonder's the villain. In the movies, it might be Kang just acting like the Beyonder.
No, we need Galacticus.
The Beyonder is just a guy that's like he's like a god that's like, what is good and evil? Let's figure it out. So then he puts all the superheroes together and just has them fight. It's a very simple story, but yeah, that's Secret Wars for you.
Yeah,
Um,
is it villains too?
Yeah, it's
Heroes
all
against
villains versus. Basically, he wipes out a planet of all life. It's like it's like Earth. He wipes it all clean. Then he puts all the superheroes and supervillains on that planet and just says like, whoever wins, I guess I'll do something. Maybe I'll spare
And
you.
what is the first instance of what happens during that?
Uh,
Black suit Spider-Man.
oh yeah, that's where they introduce Spider-Man's
Iron
black
Man
suit.
better show up. I'll cry.
Is that a new thing?
Wait,
No,
if he
that
doesn't
in
or
the
if he
original
does?
comic
does
book,
show
that
up,
was the
okay.
first appearance of Spider-Man's
Can you
symbiote.
imagine?
Really?
But they changed it to be a lot of different things, I guess.
Wow. I wonder if that's
Yeah.
where they're going with that. Like,
Jonathan Majors had a big boost in the court today because, not today, yesterday, because of his girlfriend didn't show up because she's not in the country. So that's like PR wise, that's a good boost for him. If he is charged with anything, it'll be up to a year. But also, he's not going to be king. But the fact that
Wait,
Kang,
what?
if he's charged with anything,
He's
in
not
terms
going
of
to be
going
gay.
no, he's not going to be Kang. Wait, but at least he's not gay. What? That's not what I said.
I
Just
swear
that's
you
me to
did.
slip that in.
He
No,
beat up a woman and everything. At least he's not gay.
Yeah.
But he'll come out stronger than ever. Have tattoos on him.
He'll come out stronger than ever.
He'll have tattoos on him. I'm ready.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna be one of
He
those
also-
things where it's just like a fine he'll pay or something, probably.
Yeah. And if he's charged with anything, like his career is going to take a severe hit, like huge.
He's
Yeah.
done.
Which is, yeah, he's pretty much done. It's I'm surprised he appeared in Loki.
See,
You know
I
that
liked him
Loki
as
trailer?
Kang. I just didn't know that Kang was supposed to be the next big villain. Like, to me, I thought Kang's a cool
It
villain.
really shows how much you haven't been watching.
I haven't. Yeah, I
It's hard
watched
to
Loki season 1, Spider-Man, and Doctor Strange. That's it.
Yeah, he was big in Quantumania, and they're setting him up as the
I
big
didn't
guy.
watch that.
Quantumania. Have you seen the post-credit scene? Quantumania. I must have showed it to
No.
you. It's where there's a stadium of Kangs and they're all hooting and hollering.
You
like,
showed me that.
Whoa, yeah, let's do this. It's like, it's hard to take it seriously when there's a Kangs just losing their shit in the stadium.
That's what I don't like about it,
No,
because
I don't know.
Thanos was like a fucking mystery forever. Remember, it's like every single
Yeah.
time there's a post-credit scene, you're hoping to see Thanos at some point or anything, and they would just tease it here and there. And it's just
Well, the first
crazy
time you
build
saw
to
him was Guardians.
It was at the post-credit
Avengers.
scene of...
Avengers.
Was that Avengers?
Avengers
Yeah.
2, right?
Okay.
one.
Oh, first time he speaks might be Guardians, but I think... oh, wait.
When is
Was it Thor 2?
I'll do it
'Cause,
myself.
like, The Dark Elf. Oh, fuck, I don't know.
When is
I have
fine, I'll
no
do it
idea.
myself.
Oh,
I
yeah,
thought that
that's
was-
much later.
I thought those Avengers.
Before that, he's always like, you suck. He just says that at the post-credit scene. I think it might be Avengers.
I remember
Wait, I
he-
can look it up, actually. Thanos' first appearance. Give me a sec.
When do you get into MC4? Like what year did you get into?
I got into it late 2012, early 2013.
I got into early 2018.
See, I remember because I was
Okay. It was the Avengers.
I watched Iron Man 3 in theaters,
Oh,
and I remember trying to tell you to go and watch it.
No, I watched it by myself in theaters.
Well, you guys are simps.
No,
Yeah.
no,
I was 2008.
Yeah, with
No, I
first
watched Iron Man
or
3.
Hulk, I guess.
First
I watched Iron Man 3 by myself in the theaters.
I don't remember at all.
I didn't watch Iron Man in theaters. I watched it when it came out on DVD after it was in theaters, but it was still.
I watched the very first Hulk from like 2003 or
You didn't watch
however
Iron Man
long.
until the name first came out?
No, I didn't watch that. Iron Man 2. I didn't even know Thor Captain America came out. I have no fucking idea.
Oh, I know Thor. I don't think many people have watched Thor 1.
I never
more than
watched
once.
I watched that so
Yeah.
many times.
Did you notice? It's so
Well,
hard to
like,
watch
just
only because
Washboard ass.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck it.
Chris Hemsworth has blonde eyebrows, specifically in Thor 1. And it's so
Yeah.
distracting because he looks strange.
And that's
looks
like,
fucking weird.
Black Widow had a strong accent. Oh,
Oh,
wait,
yeah?
who was it? No, it wasn't her. Somebody had a strong. Scarlet Witch had a strong
Oh, right,
accent when
yeah.
she first
Oh,
came
yeah,
in. Now
yeah.
it's just gone.
Strong Russian
I
accent.
remember
They
like Chris
dropped
Evans
that.
like, oh, stupid Captain America. He was a person in Fantastic Four. Why they were
Yeah,
Oh,
people
yeah.
didn't like
Yeah.
that Chris Evans
I
was
thought it was
Johnny,
stupid, but
Johnny Torch.
now, but now it's like, oh, he's Captain America.
Yeah, he's a amazing
He's the
Captain
guy.
America.
Like Iron Man has like the best like scene
I don't
when he
know.
first like comes in a movie. Like he shows up.
When he first comes in the movie. It's the best scene.
No, like when he first shows up in a movie, it's like the best entrance, you know?
Yeah.
Best entrance.
And I just miss the MCU and how amazing it was. I think that there was such a weird finality to it after watching Endgame, where I really
Finality?
felt like I was done with the MCU. Like, just because of Captain America and Iron Man, I
Yeah.
was like, the thing about what I liked about that era, which this era now cannot replicate at all because they're going fucking crazy constantly, is that previous era was so grounded, and like it was just
They were grounded when they were in space.
yeah, it was just, it felt like, well, that's what I mean. But like when they first went to space, when they were first discovering this shit, it was like, it felt, I
Only
don't know.
nobody knew what space was. They discovered space.
But it's like now everybody's in space. There's all of these different multiverses, and it's just like, I don't even know what the fuck's
I
happening
can't even
anymore.
figure
I
out
don't
what,
know.
because like
Nothing.
it wasn't exactly very grounded. I can't figure out what's different now that I just don't care as much.
I'll tell you what it is that there's too much.
It's too much maybe it's Disney
It's hard
Plus.
to keep up.
Yeah.
Think about Winter Soldier. To me, that's like my favorite MCU movie ever. Like the reveal that Shield was Hydra. Like
Yeah.
I feel like if that came out now, people wouldn't care too much. Like
'Cause-
it needs to be bigger than that now.
Because
And it's like,
Rhodey being a Skrull should have been a bigger deal.
that should have been a big fucking. I was shocked when you told me that. I was like, what?
The director thinks he was a Skrull since Civil War, but that's not exactly fact. It could just be like since Endgame, which means that there's very little consequence to it.
Oh,
I don't know. It's just who really cares? I guess in the end. The what's the next MCU project after this?
Maybe
Loki?
Spider-Man 4, right?
Is it Loki?
I think.
What's the next movie coming out?
Next movie would be fuck. What is the next movie?
I have no
Are
idea.
we
Was it
getting-
Deadpool 3 earlier?
Are we getting Doctor Strange 3?
Not for a while. They haven't announced anything for you.
Yeah, next TV show might just be Loki, I guess.
Yeah, because MCU after Endgame, I was like, wow, that was awesome. And I've never had anything to be like, you know what, after this, or even feelings like I'm not into it as much anymore. Like I'm gonna watch Guardians 3. But it's just really hard to pick and choose, especially with shows. Like, it's hard for me to watch shows. Sit down for like 8 hours and watch a fucking show, you know? Like, movies are a little bit easier to digest for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
for
you
sure.
need time to breathe.
Oh, the Marvels is coming out at the end of the year. Forgot about that shit.
Like Guardians of
Did
the
that
Galaxy
go-
3 came out however many months ago, and like I've just
Oh, is
Oh,
it?
yeah.
blocked it
Isn't
out
Ant-Man
entirely.
coming out? A new Ant movie? Or Ant-Man?
That came out months ago already too.
Quantumania.
See, I didn't know about that even. They're down to too much stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Too much
like
stuff coming out. I
Like, I hear Guardians is good. It's just, I don't really, it doesn't lead to anything else that's not connected to another one of the things. So it was like, I don't really care to watch.
like Spider-Man No Way Home, or is that what it's called? No Way Home?
No Way Home is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
See, I'm
incredible.
probably in the minority. To me, that's like an average movie.
You're the whitest one.
Like,
You're not a minority.
to me, like I love Tobey Maguire being there. I love Andrew Garfield coming back and everything. And the movie is really
Spoilers.
good. Like the movie, that's right. Spoilers. The movie is really good. Like I rewatched that recently, and it's like literally from beginning to end. It's so fucking good. I think what it is about it, where I say it's average, and it's not necessarily. I guess I'm wrong about that. It's not an average movie. It's a really good movie. It's just that I feel like these references. It's so cheap. It's so easy to make those moments like amazing. And that's my worry with like some stuff like Deadpool 3 when you're talking about rumors and all that. Like,
Wolverine and
yeah, like to reference all these things. I'm like, it's so easy now.
Holy
do all
Wolverine's still
that.
rumors.
yeah, it's
They
all
made
good.
an announcement,
photo.
Christian. I don't believe these
Wolverine,
rumors,
yeah.
Ryan
I thought
Reynolds.
the people I thought they're pretty
Literally,
weak in
they're
that movie.
lying.
Of course, the villains were pretty weak. No, Spider-Man Home.
Yeah,
like Doc
they're-
Ock wasn't strong.
Yeah, Doc Ock was kind of a pushover. Green Goblin's amazing in that though.
Green Goblin, there should have been more of a connection, though, I think, between him and like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
He didn't want to use much of Sandman for some reason.
Yeah,
Well,
why the fuck did
him
he
and
do
the lizard.
CGI?
Sandman wants to come back.
Oh yeah,
right?
the lizard. Like he.
They were busy at the time. They couldn't
Okay.
come shoot, but they were able to come back and record voice lines.
Oh, okay. If
Sandman
that's what it
wants-
was, then that
Sandman
makes
wants to
sense,
come
yeah.
back in Spider-Man 4. Say he'll do anything.
Yeah.
I still don't
Oh my
understand.
He's just really in dire straits. I'll do anything to come back. Please.
That's so desperate. The actor's exact quote: "I'll do anything." Damn. Yeah, I still don't understand the exact idea behind that movie, where it's like you want to fix the villains, but you took them the moment right before they died.
Who was your first Spider-Man in
So
that
what's
movie,
the point
Christian?
in fixing them?
Who was your first Spider-Man in that movie? Like all three of them. Who was your favorite one?
There was honestly a lot of fanfare for.
And that one,
Andrew Garfield.
I think
Andrew
in that one,
Garfield.
Andrew Garfield
Yeah.
played it the best.
It's awkward now if you watch it on Disney Plus because he does pause for like
Yeah.
he's just he's waiting for the audience.
He
to
got
stop
redemption,
laughing.
right, Christian?
The audience to stop laughing. It's fucking sad. Stop laughing.
Stop laughing, please.
He got redemption, and he
Yeah.
caught Gwen right when she fell. He caught her finally.
He did get redemption in that movie, though.
Yeah.
For sure.
I want that. Please cut a clip of that moment where people are in the theater and then just add laughter.
They're just losing their shit.
Yeah.
Laughing.
I hope
Maybe
they
it
make
could
a
have
fourth
better
one,
story.
although I don't know who the villain would be, but I
Oh, it
think
might
the
be,
fourth one they should do, for sure. I
I feel
don't
like
know.
they can't do Vulture anymore.
I'd be okay with like Scorpion, because we've only kind of seen Scorpion a little bit. One of the movies, but I think you could do
Isn't the
that.
Vulture in Morbius?
No, Adrian Toomes.
Yeah, Adrian Toomes.
Or with Morbius?
Or he's now in the Sony universe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in Homecoming too, right? Am I wrong?
Still, my biggest gripe with
Yeah,
any
he-
movie is him just showing up in a different universe, Morbius's universe, and then him,
Yeah.
I can get used to this. And
Yeah,
it's like
it's-
you had a family. That was your whole plot point, was that you loved your family and you're doing anything for them.
No, yeah.
And then also he's in a different, you know what? Fuck my family.
Like imagine watching the fuck they call it? First Way Home?
Homecoming.
Homecoming. Yeah,
Homecoming.
then jumping to Morbius.
First Way Home.
They're all,
Wait.
all the naming scheme for the Spider movies.
he's lazy.
Homecoming,
No Way Home.
First Home. No, First Home.
Far From Home.
Far,
First-
Far from home.
The First Coming.
First come.
The First Coming.
Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home.
Okay.
He watched the porn version of Spider-Man's first
That's what I'll say about that movie though, is the way they ended the No Way Home. I was
Yeah.
so fucking hyped for a fourth movie.
Oh yeah.
Because like he has the
Confusing.
classic Spider-Man suit on now, and he's like alone. No one knows he's Spider-Man. He's like,
Do you think the Marvels will bomb or be a success? What's your vote? 'Cause I don't really know because the trailer is pretty good.
I didn't
But
watch
it's
the
like-
trailer, so I can't really say. I don't know.
They have say Beanie Babies. The fuck do they call it?
Blue Babies.
Beanie Babies.
Those small toy things.
No,
like
the Beastie Boys.
The band?
Yeah, they have that song playing.
Sabotage?
Sabotage. Yeah. So it's like that automatically. The trailer's pretty.
But do you remember Star Trek Beyond?
Was it also that?
Sabotage was in
Yeah.
there.
God
They
damn it.
played it as classical music in space to get these things to follow them.
Really? Wow. But yeah, it's gonna bomb? What do you think?
I think it probably won't bomb.
I think it'll make its budget back.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's Quantum Mania still made money.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah, it made money. So
Yeah.
but yeah, what will be the Marvel's first bomb? I wonder because it's getting there with these.
Marvel's
shit,
first
shit.
bomb.
I'm excited for Blade and for I guess if they're doing a new X-Men movie or something.
Right.
And I don't know about that. Like yeah, Blade I would say it for me is like my number
I
one.
don't know about that.
I don't know about that. I don't really know. I don't know where I was going with that. I
They're
don't know
making
about
a
that.
new. He's just having a conversation with himself over there. I think they're making a new X-Men movie. I don't know about that.
Blade I think is going to be like, as long as it's like more R-rated, I
Yeah.
think it'd be so fucking good. But
More tits.
Will it live up to Wes Snipes?
Holy, are you friends with him?
What,
Wes
Mr.
Wesley
Snipes.
Snipes.
I don't know.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Those movies are pretty. Well, some of them are good.
But here we are at another end of a podcast, babies. And as always, you can find me at twitch.tv/bigbudge and also on the John Odds YouTube channel.
Yeah, you can find me at. Oh, did you just point at Forest? I just take the Ravens. No, you can find me at twitch.tv/John Odds. I also will appear on John Odds' YouTube channel.
Holy, you sound like somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you can find me on.
You can find me turning them on twitch.tv/Bobby18888.
Yep.
yeah. You know where to find me.
Holy, this
What?
guy.
X
No,
videos.
Appetite for the Dead.
You know where you can find me.
He's posting all that premium content.
Find me on X videos at John Odds.
I'm fucking hard. Let's go.